Hello. So I had to scarf down the rest of my food really fast. Solo was hard. And perfect. I guess I got an electros one, yeah. And someone beat the shit out of me, took my shoes and all my starting shit. I'm starving, chunked. It's raining, so perfect embodiment of solo DayZ being hard. Just live at the start. Fuck it. Jeremy, Anthony, Dylan, hello. Hope you guys are all well. Anybody else lurking? Hi. Happy Wednesday. I really haven't been, I've been really enjoying just kind of streaming when I feel like streaming, so today felt like a good day. I whipped up an easy dinner quick. We're just kind of rolling with it. Just something and stuffing your face is a win. Yeah, it's like my go-to when I'm bored. Play games, eat. Juice, perfect. Play games, eat, and watch videos or TV. Could have a broken leg too. That's true. There is a server that I tried once where you spawn in flashing blood. Actually, no, I don't remember the blood. I don't know if it was flashing blood or not, but it was like flashing health, broken leg, and like vanilla starting stats. So yellow thirsty and yellow food. So you're basically going to be starving pretty quick. That one's pretty brutal. Hey Cap, how you doing? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much exactly that. Or the Project Zomboid one, what's that? I think that's a CDDA reference. I think it's literally called CDDA in Zomboid, where you start with like a shard of glass in your groin, your house is on fire, and there's a horde of zombies around you. Shit. No, but I remember watching people play that. Roll the dice here on a fucking pristine rag. Pristine rag heal. Healing roll. Or healing check. I think we pass. Wonderful. Then player? Okay. Chips. All gray fit. Looking spiffy. Ooh, you also like Dwarf Fortress. I'm a big Dwarf Fortress guy. I love that game. The food bleeding. Old normal days, yeah. Normal days the experience. Sure. Yeah, man. When I first bought it, I was like, I didn't really understand what the hype was. or like what I was getting myself into, and it took me a minute to like actually pick it up and give it a legitimate try. And then once I realized how like what the game really was, this like deep kind of situational survival like when I realized that you weren't really controlling, you were more so guiding how things ended up, like that became so much part of like the fun to me, like just trying to set up the situations and seeing all the random shit that would happen. I've had so many fun forts in that game. So good, so deep and complex. Mega story generator. Days when the Steam release came out. Oh damn! I honestly don't blame you. It's such a good game. Super cool. And as someone who grew up, like I was born in '99, right? So I grew up in like the 2000s, early 2000s to 2010s. Like that was me growing up, and I played video games in that era, and some stuff a little bit older. But like, I feel like a game like Dwarf Fortress really taught me the value in the fact that graphics literally don't mean anything, and it's all about the content and the directive and what you do with it that like influenced how I viewed video games, I would say. Like a game like Dwarf Fortress and like seeing how much fun I could have with a pixel art game, like completely changed my perspective on that stuff. Yeah. See, I think my first couple camps, like I didn't even focus on military at all, so anytime I get sieged or raided, like my forts would just fucking get destroyed. And then I had the genius idea of like digging into a mountainside and sealing myself in, basically. Like sealing everybody in. I was like, well, now nobody can hurt me. I'm good. And then I did the same thing you did, and I dug too deep. I realized that the things underneath were way worse than the things that could come get me above. And it's just like, almost like DayZ in the fact that you really, really learn from your mistakes in that game. Like, you make one mistake and it's just crucial to your fortress's survival. Like, it can be so brutal. Character at yeah. Like, that was OG Dwarf Fortress. I never played that, but I've now seen people, like, I've seen people play that. I've seen people play like old school in videos and stuff. I'm like, wow. And you still can get, like, it's still pretty exciting to just watch and see how the story comes together. Like, you don't need crazy graphics and narration and voiceovers and shit to have a cool experience with that. That's what I can appreciate about a game like that. What did that one? Yeah. I think I've done that so many times trying to figure out how to get like wind, like trying to navigate through wind powering settlements and trying to figure out how, like, same with the, like, I've seen tutorials of people making the little like infinite water pool things, and I don't know. I just like did a lot of experimenting with water, and that just never turns out. And you just kind of learn to adapt and get better every time you start again. And I am the type of person where when things start, like, I'll play situations out, but when I start to feel like things aren't going the way I think they can go, I start over and try my best to do it again and try to avoid those mistakes. And just like, I don't know if it's like me trying to overcorrect problems or what, but I'm like, okay, shit, I shouldn't have done this. I flubbed saving it, or I saved it but everything is really fucked up. That's cool. I'll start again. Like, that's how I played that for a while. And then I started to really appreciate the story and like it kind of added lore to the fort if something got fucked up, and I just start again in another world. Like, I love the fact that you can play within the same world on that game. Like, you can start another fort and have a completely different story and do all this different shit, but like the remnants of whatever you left behind is still like, that's still out there in the world. Like, little characters that maybe used to live in your fort could happen upon the new one, and it's like, it's this cool little crossover aspect that I love a lot. A waterfall door, that's sick. Damn. I haven't played a lot of adventure mode. I was really excited for it to come out, and then I never really played it. I think my best fort, I had this like really cool militaristic fort where I was like I was raising all, like I was trying to eliminate the goblin population basically. And I got really lucky, and like one of the first forts I raided, like I spent the first like 5 years just training a squadron of like, I think it was like a full squad of 10 axe dwarves, and they were all like legendary axe dwarves, legendary shield users, like all the fighting aspects, they were insanely good. And then I sent them and started raiding different goblin villages, and part of me really loves the fact that you send them out and they just leave your fucking like tile in the world, and you have no control over what happens. It's just complete chance. Based on different factors, obviously, but like, complete chance whether they even come back or not. They might come back in a week, they might come back 2 weeks, they might come back in 6 months, like it's insane. And I'm just like on the edge of my seat sometimes, waiting. And then one of those ones from that run, they brought back like 6 cave dragons that were all tamed and military trained. And I just used those and like completely decimated the goblins until they came and raided me with this massive, like probably the biggest raiding force I've ever seen. And it was like a super bloody battle. Because it was like my 10 really, really skilled dwarves versus like, I don't even know how many goblins and monsters and shit. It was fucking nuts. I think they killed a lot of them, but most of my army died. They slaughtered a lot of my citizens, and it was a whole thing. It was really hard to recover. Like, because once you lose a huge chunk of your population, like at that point, I was like 7, 8 years in, and like you have chunks of population completely dedicated to like automation, you know, like farming and, you know, different industries. So like to lose as many people as I did, it really fucked me up. Yeah, bone jewelry. I did that a lot too. Like when I would get, because obviously when you're aggressive or hostile with different factions in that game, they will come and attack you pretty often. And basically I would just use that as a free, like, because mostly, until you really piss them off, I feel they don't really send a huge number of troops. So like, it was just easy pickings for my extremely talented, you know, squadron. So I would just like kill them all. And then we would harvest them and turn their bones into like trinkets and sell them. It was awesome. Can we do a multi? Dude, that would be awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. Real time strategy, PvP, VE, Dwarf Fortress would be so fun. Udo, what's up, man? My back. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, you're making me want to play Dwarf Fortress now. I get a lot of the same kick out of playing Crusader Kings. That story and lore building. I love games like that where you control one tiny aspect of a much larger scale, like on a, you know, one tiny like puppet amongst this giant simulation, I guess. It's so fun. Dwarf Fortress stream when? That would be fun. I would have a lot of fun with it, to be honest. I love that game. Unblinking if you did a Dwarf Fortress stream. I think you'd be the only one. Not that that matters. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would honestly do it, probably. Hey, Beer, how you doing? I'm good. Keep finding, like, shit bits of food. Nothing good. I need something substantial. I burnt my thumb making dinner somehow. Skin right under my fingernail. Accidentally like pressed into the pot I was making my red sauce on. Yeah, I hear that, man. Tomorrow's Thursday. Thursday is the day in my week where things start to die down. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are like my most busy days. Thursday, I start to take a step down. Friday's usually pretty chill. So, get to start to unwind the week starting tomorrow. It looks like someone's just been here. Black backpack. I need like a gray or black. I need a black coat. This outfit would be fucking kind of nice. Something's going on outside. Holy shit. That sucks. It's not bad, honestly. God, this guy doesn't want to die. Honestly, I don't mind it. Like, with the station that I work at, like, I always have shit to do. Like, Monday is like So I basically, I do all the food preparation for my job, the kitchen I work in, salad bar. So we have like a huge cafeteria style serving. I guess we have a big cafeteria service basically for our corporate building, and some of it is self-serve, like the salad bar, which I do all the prep for. So like I always have shit that I gotta do. Like I'm always busy. There's never really like too much downtime, you know. Like it's nice because I like to stay. If I'm at work, I want to stay busy. I want the time to be flying. I want to have shit to do. I want to get shit done, and I want to go home. Like that's my work mentality. Like I'll bust my ass while I'm there. I'm just trying to work the clock. You know what I'm saying? By work the clock, I mean make the clock go by. But like, so since I work salad though, it's a lot of veggie prep. Some stuff I cook and whatever, but it's a lot of veggie prep, and like trying to hold certain things over the weekend doesn't really work too well. So a lot of stuff gets either donated or, you know, people take, or unfortunately thrown out or composted at the end of a work week. So then I basically start completely fresh Monday. So Monday isn't super busy normally, but I am super busy because I'm basically playing catch up, because Tuesday, Wednesday are our biggest days. So like an average Monday or lunch service, I would say we do 500-600 people, maybe more, like 700 to 800. I'll say 700 to 800 is our average Monday. No, 6. I'm gonna go with 6. 6 is definitely more accurate. 600 people average Monday for lunch service, and we do 11 to 1:30. So 600 people in an hour and a half, basically. Or 2.5 hours. It's pretty nuts. And then Tuesday, I'll say like 1,100 people, and Wednesday's usually like 12 to 13, especially in the fall. And in the fall, it can get crazier because for whatever reason, that's when everybody's here. So like, it's like double production basically, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday, I'm catching up the entire day, trying to get what I need, trade and prep for that day, but also trying to get ahead a little bit for the next day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just trying to keep up. It's insane. Basically have a completely inverted schedule, damn. It's kind of nice, like, being busy at the beginning of the week and then kind of unwinding to end your week. I think I prefer that, but I've worked jobs where I'm busy all the time, I'm not busy, or busy first half, not busy second half, and vice versa. Like, I've worked all sorts of, like, jobs like that in that sense, but I think I prefer this one the most. I should do 510s, and I'm more happy switching back to 412s. Yeah, that sounds nice. I'm gonna survive, yeah. For sure. DayZ is not the only. Oh my god. Hello to you too, Mick. Like day and night, yeah, is a concept. A shitty one. Last week, I had Friday off. It was also Memorial or Labor Day Monday, so I only had to work 3 days last week. I kind of wish that was like normal work week. USPS City letter carrier. How do you like that? I almost did the same thing. I would have been more suburb than city, but I guess I could infer based on the little sad sighing face that you don't love it, but it would be very exhausting, yeah. That's what I was literally just gonna say. I'm sure it's a very tiring job. But like, I applied and I got sent an offer to come interview and everything. But like, the pay is pretty good. The benefits are pretty good. Ooh. It was really just, like, at the time, I really needed consistent hours. And, like, they kind of listed as if you're either going to get, like, 70 to 80 hours, or you're going to get something as low as, like, 20, 25, like, really weird. I guess it just depends on how busy, you know, how much mail's coming through. If I wake up at 2 p.m. Go sleep at 7. You work nights? That's the few face. Less money, yeah. And at the end of the day, we all work, whether we like, whether we like our job or not. At the end of the day, we work for a paycheck. There's nothing wrong with that. Holy shit. Trap in the gap. You thought I was gonna get hit with the trap in the gap? 2:30 to 10 p.m. Oh, okay. Russ doesn't like my job affiliation. I would assume not. They say you'd work 60 plus hours a week. Guess they just don't want to like guarantee people shit. Yeah, that's true. I think in my area, the starting was a little higher. But yeah. King of Trap in the Gap. My eyes are always down. Even if I do step on it, I almost always see it first. But that I'm just like too antsy to get in. But not that time. I guess I didn't pick up those rubbish. So a big fight happened here, and then whoever was involved must have just finished looting and left and went out towards the millie. All I need is a little bit of shotgun ammo or some CR rifle ammo, and I'd maybe try something. Oh, you... Oh, never mind. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no worries, dude. Enjoy some darker and darker. Dark and darker. That's another game on my list of, maybe I want to try. Looks fun. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Hours only. Yeah. See, I wished that for a long time. I got it. And then, realized how much taxes you have to pay. Because if you live in the United States, they will charge you like you're an independent business. And even if you're operating at a loss, you get absolutely fucking steamrolled in taxes. But I did find the little happy medium with being, you know, working full-time 40-hour weeks and also streaming sometimes and making a few extra bucks. Like, it's pretty nice. But unless you are big time and have like a fucking accountant, or you know what the fuck you're doing, which I was just, at that point in my life, I was what, 20 years old? 22? Something like that. Had no clue what the fuck I was doing. Up in New Hampshire, yeah. Moved to Texas, yeah. Places with better tax regulations and shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, and I thought it sounded cool, so I did it. Not that I regret it, but I just found out the hard way. And it really put me in a bind for a minute. And then kind of ruined the fun of full-time streaming for me. Not that, now I feel like an asshole. I'm like sitting here telling you how shitty it was, but it wasn't shitty. I don't regret it. It was just, it wasn't as great and as like perfect as a job as I like thought it was going to be. I think that's all I'm trying to say. I don't want people to get their hopes up and then make the same mistake I did. I'm gonna wear the fucking duster today. Hell yeah. Once you get to that minimum super chats and super stickers, the income is taxable at $5.99 or less, no matter the amount. I don't know what the minimum you make to get taxed is. I'm not sure, but what I will say is you don't get, like, none of, like, your state or your federal taxes don't get taken out of a YouTube AdSense check. So it's basically just shows up as gross income. And then when you file your taxes, they try to, like, even after deducting a bunch of shit that I can deduct, like internet, you know, supplies that I needed to stream, you know, like I was able to add, like, you know, other things that made sense, like because I was completely working from home, using my own equipment and all that. Even with all that, I would still be in like tons of tax debt, and it was pretty brutal, considering I was not making nearly enough money. I was barely making enough to like get by and like pay all my shit. So like turn around and have to pay all the taxes I had to kind of sucked. Sends you a 1099, yeah. Yes, it does. Because it's basically almost seen as like royalties, I think. Don't quote me on that. I've been doing this, what, 4 or 5 years now. I still have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. I just play games, man. To be fair, though, those were like some of the best years of my life because it felt so good to play full time. Like, basically, always, you know, growing up, like I always played video games. There's always that stigma that like video games are so counterproductive. You're never gonna like make a job out of it. There's blah 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 blah. And I like set out and built my channel and did something really cool and that I wanted to do since I was a kid, and like completely live off of playing video games and making DayZ content specifically. So I'm really proud of that. I met a lot of awesome people, had a lot of like really awesome streams, a lot of awesome memories, DayZ plays, moments. It was a really awesome time in my life. And obviously, like, good things always have to come to an end. And I had to make some adjustments to, like, I don't know, not be broke all the time. And, you know, things are in a much better place than they were 2 years ago. It's your dream? Yeah. I mean, if it's truly something you want to do, my advice would be, 1, keep at it. You know, it takes, as far as YouTube goes, it takes a lot more than just like streaming. You gotta be active on all across the board with shorts, videos. Try and do some SEO research and try and, you know, like find out what people are looking up when it comes to DayZ videos and make videos around that. Like, do some research and really try to get yourself out there, broaden your content a little bit. Have fun with it. Whatever you want to do, have fun with it. And 2, like 1 is just what I tell everybody, and 2, do your research when it comes to, you know, the tax side of things, because that's what really blindsided and fucked me over. What's up, Levi? How you doing? And that's, oh shit, what the fuck? What the fuck? One wolf? And that's kind of like was my spiraling point and what made it not so fun anymore, because it was like I felt like I needed to stream for money and not so much the fun of things anymore. I felt so pressured to like make a certain amount of income every month, and it like really wore me down. Yeah. Oh fuck, it got me. Nice, dude. Well, I'm good. I am just playing some DayZ. Just gave you a notification, yeah, typical. Typical for sure. I've only been playing for like 45 minutes, to be fair. So you haven't missed too much. Mostly just talking about old-time YouTube, and I was talking about some other games. And then I burnt my thumb. Speaking about other games, I've been playing a shit ton of Fallout New Vegas lately. I played a full playthrough on stream over a year ago now? Yeah, over a year ago. Well over a year ago. Like a year and a half ago, I think. And, like, I kind of blew through the story, did some side stuff, but that was pretty much it. And this time I'm purely just, like, exploring, trying to find all the locations and do all the side stuff, and it's super fun. Having a really good time with it. And that's why I did the last 2 nights instead of streaming. Monday I didn't have any intention to stream, but yesterday I told myself I was going to stream after work. And I got home, I made dinner, I sat down and went, I want to play Fallout. And I did that. But yeah. Love New Vegas, man. So good. So cool. Anybody else playing any other fun games at the moment? Or are we DayZ ride or dies? I can't find fucking decent ammo or food. Always a must here and there, yeah. Absolutely. Did the wolf get out? It did. Typical. Seven Days to Die and Sons of the Forest. I think I redirected to you the other day and you were playing 7 Days to Die. I could be wrong. I just want to play because I don't have the energy to stream every night. Like, playing a game and streaming a game are two very different things in my mind. And I've streamed my first playthrough of New Vegas, so I kind of wanted this to just be, like, I didn't want to feel rushed or pressured or, like, because once I stream, even if I just stream it once, right? Then it's like, I gotta, every time I play it, I gotta stream it, and I don't want that pressure. Like, I just want to kind of play whenever I can play or feel like playing, and it is what it is. Doesn't have to be anything more than that, or less. I can just kind of jump on, play for 30 minutes if I want to, and be done. Like, with streaming, I feel like there's almost like a minimum I have to play to make it worth streaming or watching for you guys. And, like, I feel like I have to stream every bit of it, and I just don't want that. And streaming a game like Fallout, especially, like, takes a lot of brain power, and at least with DayZ, like, I can kind of just talk and play, and it is what it is. It's nothing too crazy. But with Fallout, there's, like, you have to try and pay attention to lore and details and things I just don't really have the brain power to do while I'm also, like, engaging with the stream or trying to. Yeah. Dude, what is this? I'm getting sent a fucking wolf pack one at a time. What is this shit? I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, fuck off. Wolves are so much easier to deal with than we think. Especially one at a time, obviously, but... I haven't played in several months. All about DayZ, P&W New York, and I just got an invite for the Naheem playtest. Nice. Naheem, I feel like that was an old modded map. Like DayZ, community-made map. I feel like I remember playing a map called something like that a long time ago. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Yeah, I used to do all that stuff. It's always fun. All the community maps are pretty cool. It did get to a point where like I felt like there was a new one out every week, and it was such an saturated pool of DayZ maps. Too many of them were like similar feeling, and they would like die out in 4 to 5 days. And I really haven't played that whole what map is trending this week thing since Bitterroot became came out for real. And Bitterroot I've just truly enjoyed because of how unique it was. Oh yeah, dude. I played any Avalon. I think... Well, I think maybe a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I played all the goddamn maps. I'm gonna do this for now. I feel like I played Avalon once or twice. California. Oh no, I didn't play that. I do know of it though. I heard about it. I feel like there's gonna be people here. This might not go very well for me, but let's see. Definitely a spawn area PvP nonstop. Yeah. That was what P&W was for a while too. And Essaker. Oh god, I loved early Essaker days. Early Essaker days when you can find plates and good weapons in the Essaker City apartments, and you could spawn at Essaker City, and it was just pure chaos all the time. So many good zoo PvP fights, and I loved it. Such a fun map. And then there was that Zero version with the jungle Essaker and the bunker, and oh, that was good too. Might do something different here and not go straight to PD like I normally do. TV's all open and shit. Alright, Ross, take care, dude. Wolves again. That's a little bit crazy. Also, wolves in Novi is also, that's strange. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that feels very not right. Keys, yeah. Handcuff keys. Jesus. Dog's a humper, huh? I'm on soaked little fucking pullover hoodie. I'm sure that was a burlap courier bag. Steak. Yeah, I hate that. I always like having a super lightweight playstyle. By far my favorite way to play. At the point now where I kind of want to start trimming my gear down. Oh shit, I have a fucking... Alright, I'll fix up one mag. Just for the sake of it not jamming. Oh, that's a pretty useful weapon. I should probably cook up this beefsteak though, if I need food so badly. I saw something in the woods there, but I don't think so. Man, there's a deer. Oh, there's cows out there. Am I seeing shit? That was a plane crash. I thought I heard a car. I see cows over there. Look at the cows. Never mind. I didn't think that was gonna be that easy. Because normally if I'm within a kilometer of a deer, it just aggroes and runs away. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck, man? Oh god. Can't make it up. What's up, Nubbers? How you doing, dude? Alright. Damn it! They got dampened like the 2 seconds that I went outside. That's annoying. Yeah, fuck. Firewood's better. Always such a shitty spot to cook, but you get water resistant civilian clothes. Raincoat is water resistant, but I don't know about anything else. Oh man. I want to see if I can hit BMC with the airfield and make some plays on something. I feel like I should be on somebody's tail after finding all those dead bodies and shit. But who knows? Fuck's sake, Nick. Long sleeve jogging shirt, water resistant. Yeah, that'd be nice. Someone died here. Okay. I saw both bullets go into my inventory, but then only one loaded. And now they're both gone. Look at this side. Try to get the airfield. Fuck it, let's go with that. I don't have intentions of playing a super duper long time. I'll just try and go jump into some fights and see what happens. If we die, we die. Did the funnier stream titles work better or the straight to the point? Man, I don't know. Personally, when I was at my height, I could literally just title shit whatever, basically. And it was fine. Because I built an audience and people and I had a pretty much set schedule and people came every day because they knew I was streaming, they enjoyed my stream, whatever. So this was also pretty early on into DayZ's YouTube streaming. Beans and I were I would say probably some of the first in terms of YouTube DayZ streamers with a following, with a large-ish following. So it was really early on and hard to tell, and I think a lot has changed since then. In terms of searchability, discoverability, how streams are treated in the algorithm and such. So I don't know. At my height, I could kind of just title things whatever, and as long as people knew I was playing DayZ, it was fine. But now I feel like you have to have a thumbnail can be helpful. A good thumbnail that has action shots or something, or portray something that you're doing, and a title with some searchable terms that people are usually looking up helps too. I don't know. It's hard. I've been so out of being relevant and actually really trying with this whole thing that I don't have a concrete answer. I feel, I guess, almost out of practice. So I think that's the best I can give you. One of three. Who's the third? For sure, us two. Cause she got me. She kind of encouraged me to start streaming on YouTube. And obviously back then we played together a lot, so I don't know who the other person might have been. It's been so long. Charlie Kirk? Who's Charlie Kirk? I don't know who Charlie Kirk is. Yeah, I tried. I'm just at a point with it again where I'm not I don't care about views. I'm just I'm streaming to have some fun. It's fun to stream like once or twice a week or something, just hang out with you guys, since like a lot of the people that watch my streams have been around my channel for a long time, and I know them. It's good to keep, you know, touch base and, you know, maintain what I do have. You just figured that out yesterday. Nice. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Good. You know, you're not gonna figure it all out in one day, one sitting. It takes time. Two SKSs. Maybe fuck the shotgun. Go SK. Assassinated? Yeah, that's very tragic. Doesn't change the fact that I don't know who that is. Ah. Yeah, that's tragic. That sucks. Like, I don't wish death on anybody, but let's try and keep, yeah, let's keep politics out of stream talk. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I went back and watched like my first couple streams, I'd be like, bro, what are we doing here? But it's just part of the growth, you know, and figuring out what you want to do with your channel, how to actually make shit work, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a tiny bit clueless as to how this shit goes. There's a loss for it. Yeah, the Twitch ones. And my early Twitch streams were probably so brutal. Especially because I was on console and my mic was probably so bad and... Oh man. What's funny is I've had this mic for, what, 4 or 5 years? It's been wonderful. High key, one of my best purchases of all time. Just for the amount of use I got out of this thing and how cheap it was and how long it's lasted. Very good. If I get anxiety, I was the same way, to be fair, when I first started, because, like, I don't know, there was, like, nobody watching, and I just felt weird and awkward and wanted to give up so many times. I'm good. Good. Good, good, good. When do you stream normally? Probably when I'm fucking working. Tactical cap. Undervest, cool. What's up, MT? How you doing? He's younger for some reason. Yeah, just kind of like, I don't know. I think I found that when I was struggling, like when you're just sitting there playing games, right? Like, and you've never streamed before, or you don't have people to talk. Like, obviously, chatters. Like, that's the easiest way to get yourself talking and make things a little easier for yourself. But if you don't really have people active in your stream chat, then a really easy way to, like, kind of, you know, carry the conversation, so to say, is just kind of, something I did was I just kind of reacted and talked about the things that I was doing or going through. Like, I don't know, just like announce things you maybe don't even feel are necessary to announce that you're about to do. If that makes any sense. Like, I'm gonna clear this building. I still need a little bit more ammo, so I'm gonna go, maybe something to drink. I'm pretty low on water. I don't have any water bottles, so maybe I can go check, like, the plane for ammo, and I know a lot of drinks spawn there. I don't know, we're seeing things that don't usually spawn in these areas. There might be somebody around, you know, like, just try and fill the dead air. I feel like for a stream, the last thing you want is dead air. Obviously, if you're in an intense situation and you're fighting, like, whatever, that's one thing, but when you're not, do your best to fill that dead air. That's my advice. Just narrating your thought process, almost over-explain what you're doing, like, just, you don't gotta go over the top with it and like never shut the fuck up, but enough so that it's like you're keeping people engaged and interested. Try to think of it like people are maybe sometimes, you know, they're clicked on your stream or watching a video, but they're maybe not watching it visually, they're listening, almost like a podcast or like an audiobook where you're putting everything together auditorially. So like try to consider people like that, and then, you know, if you can close your eyes and still be engaged and entertained to some extent off the commentary, then you're doing a good job. You probably stream when I'm at work and then when I'm like in bed. I'll have to be on the lookout and try to see you live. I'm show some love. Mark that yet. Even in the little things. I still use that when I do events. If anybody's ever noticed that, I do that a lot. Because I don't have chat to talk to, and I want to make it, I still want to keep people engaged, and I still want people to be like interested in what's going on. Obviously you can see what's going on in an event where I don't have my chat on, but I just feel like it's much better for me to over explain all the little tiny details for people so you can like kind of follow along still. My smooth jazz voice. You'll find it, baby. You'll find it. Is this modded or is this vanilla now that like brushing up against a tree makes a bush sound? I feel like that never used to happen. Whoa. Fuck. Where did they even have an angle at? SG5 stash right here. Where even was that? Glass house? A good shot. That was far. Wait. Bro, he just pre-fired me. Dog, what? Am I crazy? The man's just pre-fire me? Seems like it. Oh, I hit him. Oh, and then server reset. You're kidding me. That guy was a good shot. Fuck. I hit him, but I think I hit him through the door, off ricochet. That's kind of cool. I think we're connecting. What's up, Charles? What's up, Wesley? How you guys doing? I'm gonna give it a minute. I don't want to use the reset as a way to completely manipulate my positioning. I love Glass House. door open before? I don't think so. '86, we're back, baby. Not on Deadfall, we're on Shannars today. How much do we bet dude doesn't log back in? Either he's waiting for me to push because he thinks I'm gonna push since the reset happened. That wouldn't be such a shocker either. Hell yeah, dude. That's cool, Mick. Can I just initiate a fight and then not come back after reset? I would say that's pretty lame. Wouldn't that be a thing if it did? Wish I had a nade or an uncon nade or something. If it's just gonna camp up there, it's just gonna camp up there. Yeah, I felt pretty rusty until the other day. I had a good run on 2 maps, actually. That's a shame because he was fucking geared to the teeth too. It's all night vision, plate carrier, everything. Oh, I'd love to get into a little scuffle. I could, but there's just not a lot I could do from there. Because he was on the roof. I'd have to climb the ladder. Yeah, I bet they were. I have an SK and a Scorpion. Yeah, I'm okay pushing with the SK, it's just the whole ladder part. Or he's gonna try and pop back out at night with this night vision. Like a little puss. Is that him shooting? Wait. Yeah, I was probably further away. Hot Hockets. Yeah, those slightly open ones are just trouble waiting to happen, I feel. I hate looting the tents personally, especially solo. Okay. Well, that sucks. Kind of a small scuffle, ruined by a reset, but I think that's gonna be it for me. It's already time to walk the dog, and I gotta do the dishes and get ready to wind down for the day. So I think I'm gonna log here, and we'll pick this up maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, probably. We'll be on Saturday, I don't know. But for tonight, that is me. Only a 2-hour stream. We're nice and decently geared now, though. We can get into some fights maybe next time we play. That'll be the idea. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate you. I don't know who's streaming at the moment, but I will send you elsewhere, hopefully. Hope you have a good rest of your week. And yeah, send you guys over to Rust. He was hanging out with us in chat. He's doing a Naheem DayZ map playtest. So go check him out, show us some support, and I will see you guys whenever I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.